I always want to say hello, but then I know nobody's on here right when I start the live. I'll say hello when I see people come on. But I guess if you're watching this back, hello. So I had a request to do an avatar face paint. I don't think I've ever done one. I don't think I have. I know I've done some blue characters in the past, but not an avatar. I think it would be cool. And I'm gonna put my contacts in first because I don't want my eyes to water once I start the face paint and mess my face paint up. Hold on. I just saw right and left, and now it's like gone. Was I imagining that these had an R and an L? Oh my gosh, I saw the R and the L on the case. Nobody knows if they're right and left at the pack. Lord have mercy, y'all. Like literally, I've officially been diagnosed with perimenopause, and so I'm blaming everything on that, because the mental fog that I have is incredibly, like, I try not to speak fear or anything like that, but sometimes it's a little sketchy, man. Like, I'm like, dang. My husband was like, what's wrong with you the other day? Because I couldn't remember. I was holding a pen and I couldn't think of what the word for pen was. Like, it was crazy. Hi, Linda. I literally, my mind was like, would not remember the word pen. And I know I'm young, like, I know everything, like everything they've checked out with anything and everything is healthy. I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my life, actually, in my adult life. But I don't know, my mental is a little questionable. Hey Rachel, hi love, how are you? Listen, Rachel, I love seeing your comments when you talk about how TT reminds you of your kids and stuff. I'm like, it's always I feel like so many of my friends have older kids, and then I'm older and have my baby later, right? So it's like everyone's kind of like, oh, I remember all those times when my kid was that age, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, dang, I'm older. I'm the same age as you guys. But you know, just had a little late start, but I'm glad. But it makes me feel like it's kind of cool, because I know one day I'm gonna look back and be like, man, even now I love looking back at the old videos when she was just a baby. Me and my husband are constantly sending old stuff from our Google photos to each other when she wasn't even talking yet or anything. Yeah, the menopause brain, girl, it's crazy. You know, the only thing that bothers me from time to time is when my mama was passing, the thing that she was afraid of the most was because she couldn't remember, like, little things, like what things were, and she, like, her mind, even names, or just, she would remember stuff like from when she was a kid, but then couldn't remember yesterday, like different things like that. And so sometimes whenever I can't remember something, it kind of makes me sad, because it reminds me of my grandma before she passed. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is hard to do in the camera. I should get a mirror before I mess this. These are my Elsa. I had to get some new Elsa contacts because my old ones were like, hey Kendall, hey Ayla. Ayla, is that how you say it? Hi from South Carolina, girl. Yes. I face painted in South Carolina before, actually. I thought it was beautiful. Could I tell you exactly what city it was? No. I have a bunch of stuff like written down from when I was traveling. I used to travel with this dinosaur exhibit, and we were in a different state almost every week. We were like in California for 3 months, like traveling from south all the way up to north, and then we were in like those smaller states once a week. But I have everything written down in this book. I don't know why it keeps I understand every single word she says. Oh my gosh, he's 21. Whoa, my goodness. Girl, I always talk about when TT gets older. Yes, I said your name right. Yay. When TT gets older, and my husband will just not want, he can't wrap his mind around her being older and having a boyfriend or anything. Like, he's just, he refuses to even acknowledge that that's going to happen. Oh, they prefer folic acid. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, so I'm just taking progesterone. I didn't even think about folic acid maybe helping, because it does help your hormones, right? When me and my husband first got together, I was put on folic acid to help because I lost a baby, and I was in so much pain because I had so many cysts from PCOS, and so they gave me folic acid to help. But we were in the Bahamas, like they were, you know, they're more like, they do more natural things and stuff like that. And so they had, the doctor had prescribed me like a whole bunch of like natural things to try to help even out my hormones. But I really needed to have, like, when we came back to Texas, I was able to have surgery and get what I needed removed. But I didn't even think about maybe folic acid helping with the menopause. That might be something I ask, because I'm only taking progesterone because I can't take estrogen because I had the stroke when I had TT. And so estrogen can cause you to have another stroke, so I can't take that. I am using so what I recently did was I took a bunch of my palettes that were like barely had anything, and I combined them into other ones. So I usually use this part, but I don't know what it was from. I don't know what brand or anything. It's like the one light blue, like big light blue that I have, because I don't have like solid colors. All my stuff is pretty much split cakes. I'm just looking at a picture on the computer of the girl from Avatar. So I just will like dip into this, and I'm going to clean this whenever I'm done. I have to wipe down my kit, and I have an event on Tuesday, so I'm gonna, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna clean everything afterwards. But I am gonna incorporate some eyeshadow just to help like powder it. I was gonna use my waterproof paint because, man, here in Texas it's still hot, and I don't want to be sweating this off. But I was like, I'm just gonna use the regular paint. But I am gonna use some eyeshadow to try to help set it with the powder over. So hopefully I'm not sweating too much. Let me see. Oh, my nose is just itchy. See, I'm like already sweating, and it's like, I don't know, maybe I should go get the waterproof. I'm trying to scroll down, sorry. What is the patches that you're on, Rachel? What is the patches? I'm curious. Is that the progesterone patches or what? Or estrogen? Or a combination? Because I know they did tell me about a lot of like combination drugs. And then let me tell you, my doctor, I don't know. A lot of people were telling me after my last post when she said that she asked me if I was Tiana's grandma, that I should change doctors. She has asked me twice to get a hysterectomy, to just go ahead and take everything out. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, when I had the surgery to remove the cyst, like, man, I was so foggy and my body was so weak. And then I had the C-section to have TT, and then had the stroke and the Bell's palsy. Like, I don't want to have surgery if I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know why they're pushing for me to have a hysterectomy. It's weird to me. Like, to me, that's like the last resort that you should possibly take, right? I don't know, that's kind of weird to me. It's $49. Oh my gosh. 49 in California. Woo! And you know what's crazy is I've been to states where like you go to Colorado and 49 is cold, but it's not that cold because it's a dry cold, right? But then here in Texas, it's still humid in the winter, so it's like a wet. It's like you feel wet when it's cold, and so the cold feels even to us. 70s and 60s is freezing to me. Do a lot of Texans. But I remember one time I was when I went to the dinosaur exhibit that I mentioned earlier that I used to travel with. I drove to California, and for whatever reason the GPS took me around the traffic into the mountains. I didn't realize that's where I was going because obviously I've never been there, right? And I went into the mountains where I had went from the desert where there was like freaking rolling cactus and all the stuff, right? And then went into the mountains where there was snow and ice, and I had to buy chains for my tires to even be able to pass the little, you know, they have the gated security on the roads. So I had to buy chains for my tires, and I didn't even have any money. I had to ask an old boyfriend that I was dating to pay for it because I literally had enough. I was sleeping in my car to get to where I needed to go. I didn't have anything extra, but the pay that they were going to give me to be there and travel with them was so worth it, so I didn't want to pass it up. Yeah, so but I got stuck in the mountains, and freaking he ended up paying for a hotel too, because I went to take the chains off at a store, and as soon as the little part pieces hit the ground, the ice froze over them. So then I had to because I didn't know if I was gonna have to put them back on my tires or not, I had to chisel out the little pieces for my tires, for the chains on my tires. It was insane, and I was so frozen. And I had brought layers, you know, just in case, because I was reading that everywhere I've traveled, I've always read before I go just to make sure I'm covered, you know, and I have. But I didn't really have winter clothes. We don't have that. We don't buy stuff like that here. We just wear layers here in Texas, right? Man, that was like the worst. And it was so scary because I got stuck out in the mountains on these, literally in the mountain. There was no rail. Snow was falling onto the road. So I'm going probably 5 miles an hour, and I was screaming, crying. I remember I called my siblings, I called my mom. I stayed on the phone with somebody the whole time because I was terrified. Because if you went off, and my car was sliding, right? But if you went off, you just fell right into the ocean. There was no rail or anything. But I didn't know, you couldn't turn around. And then I didn't know if somebody, oh my God, just even thinking about it. It was horrifying. I will never, if I travel in California again, I am zooming out everywhere I go, and I'm going to make sure I never, ever, ever, ever have to drive in the mountains there again. That was a drama. I'm freaking out just talking about it. That was insane. Oh my goodness. That was the scariest. I've been through some scary things on the road, but that was probably, nope, I will say 100% that was the scariest experience I've ever had on the road. But I loved California. I will go back. I absolutely loved it. And I love the people and stuff like that. I was a little gullible though, because we would go to these restaurants. When I was traveling, I met up with a lot of Facebook friends. Because I had a post go viral years ago, and a lot of people are here from that post, from watching. And I'm gonna do my ear too. And so I was meeting a whole bunch of Facebook friends along the way, and so often I would go out to dinner or just go out on, I'm not gonna lie, dating and stuff. Anyways, that's how I met my husband, so he can't be mad if I mention that. But I would often meet up with people and go out, and when I was in California, we would, one of my, Barbara, Gail, actually took me on to the, I can't even think of what it's called, but where all the, the expensive shopping centers and all the stuff, like the Strip. I don't know what it's called. But we went out to eat at this fancy restaurant, and there was like, you could tell there was like famous people because there was paparazzi and stuff. I didn't actually see who it was, but we rode in her beautiful car with the top down, and she was showing me all like the hills and all the places. It was amazing. But when we went to dinner, the waitress was like, "Oh my gosh, are you a celebrity? Are you an actress? Blah blah blah." And when I was in California, I took like acting classes because I thought that I may want to move there. I really wanted to move to California after I visited because I loved it, and I have acted in like a couple of plays and films, like short films, but never got into it too much. Like, I guess like the way I thought that I wanted to. But when the waitress, like, I was like, oh my god, she was like, see, you should be here. But I feel like then someone was telling me, you know, that they all do that because they want to big up your head so they can get a good tip. And I was like, oh, that makes more sense. So anyways, just something funny, like I thought was funny because I felt a little silly. I was like, oh, maybe I do look like a celebrity. Maybe I should move here. And no, they just probably wanted a good tip. Hi, Norma. Hi, Jasmine. Bipolar in Cali, yeah. It's insane like that. You can, and I feel like Texas kind of is the same way. Like in Dallas, it snows, but over here in San Antonio, it rarely does. We've been here for 4 years, and I think it snowed once. That's when the whole of Texas like iced out and froze out. That a couple years ago. I don't know if I'm gonna do my chest. I wonder if I should. Maybe I will. I think I will. Just sweating. Do I have my? Let me check this thing. Yeah, I have it on. Hi, Kathy. But yeah, I thought that was so crazy how it was like freezing in one spot and desert in another, and then like summer and sun out, and like I remember going to, I used to like to watch Laguna Beach, and I went there. On my way I had stopped because it was on the way to where I was going to meet for the oh my gosh, the dinosaur exhibit. No, actually I think I went there like in between because we were like, I was traveling by myself, so I had stopped because it was like in between two of the cities that I was painting in. And I always had a couple of days off, more than the other crew, because the girls didn't do as much work as the boys did on the trip. And so I went to Laguna Beach, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was just like in awe. And I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Because a lot of you know that I've lost a lot of weight, and I've been like on a health journey for years. And I've been up and down on my health journey, and losing weight and gaining weight. And, you know, a lot of it had to do with miscarriages and just life in general and stuff like that. So the thing that changed my whole life, I'm going to be honest, like it changed everything for me, my whole perspective. It was like, okay, this is time. This is the thing that literally set my soul on fire to try to change my life health-wise. I went to a beach. It was in Laguna Beach. I don't remember what beach it was, but a lot of the beaches in California, they don't have, like here in Texas, you have, hey Esme, they don't have like the steps down. Here in Texas, you always have like a path, or like they make a roadway to get down to the water, into the you know, the sand and stuff. And a lot of the places in California, like there's not even really much sand, it's just water. So you just like you climb down the rocks into, you know, into the water or whatever. A lot of people were surfing and things like that. But oh gosh, I'm sweating. I think I may spray it with some blue glitter just to help dry this. I love the movie too, Kathy. So I went to a beach. I remember I took this beautiful picture. I was wearing boots in this checkered crop top and this like flowy skirt. I'll never forget it. I climbed down there and I couldn't climb back up. At that time I think I weighed 340 pounds. I believe so. I think I weighed 340 pounds. There was nobody around. The sun was going down. I was literally on that beach for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. trying to get out, and I couldn't. And I was crying so hard, and I was terrified because then the waves were starting to get bigger, and they were starting to hit more to where I was even just standing trying to get out the rocks. Like, I literally thought I wasn't going to make it because I could not climb out, because I was so big. I didn't have the strength. I couldn't get out from the water and the rocks. And I literally remember like screaming and crying and saying like, Lord, help me get out of here. If you help me, I will change my, I don't want to cry, like I don't want to mess my makeup. I was like, if you help me get out of here, if you help me, I will change. I will lose weight. I will stick to it. I will, I will do whatever it takes. Like, I never want to feel like this again. Never want to feel like this. And all of a sudden, for whatever reason, I took a step back. I remember taking my boots off, and in my socks, I ran back as far as I could into the water because the water was already getting to the rocks. And I got a running start from the water to the wall, and ran up and got out, like after I like cried and prayed. And I promised myself after that I would stick to a good diet. I would figure out what I needed, what I didn't need. I remember I had a book. I checked my sugars 5 times a day. Every time I ate something new, I would check my sugar to see how it was affecting me. I walked every day, and while we were like traveling, everywhere I went, I promised whatever city we went to, I was going to at least walk a mile. Well, then that mile turned into 2 miles, 3 miles. There were some times that I would walk 4 or 5 miles. Like, I remember it was Father's Day, and I was about 4.5 miles from the post office, and I got my dad a Father's Day card. And so I walked to the post office and mailed it to him, and I was so proud of myself for doing that. But everywhere I went, I exercised, I ran, I walked, and I got in every hotel that we were in. If there was a pool, I swam in the pool. For a while, all I could do was walk and swim. I really couldn't do much else because I was 300 and something pounds, and I carried my weight a whole lot differently back then. But yeah, that trip to California changed my whole life. Like, it's really what allowed me, honestly, I say I weighed 340, but I believe when I went to California, I was at my biggest, because my biggest weight was 358 pounds. Yes, girl, it does take a lot of hard work to change. And really, like, a lot of the stuff that we struggle with is in our minds. Like, a lot of physical pain, physical sickness, our weight, just a lot of our skin, our odor, our hormones, a lot of it is from mental health. That's why I like to share so much. Sorry, I need to keep painting, right? Sorry. I'm gonna spray some of this to try to help it dry a little bit. Plus, I want to be sparkly. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay, I'll get some more. Oh, this is Mama Clown glitter from Silly Farm, by the way. Like, I switched glitters, the poof glitters, and man, it makes such a big difference. They're so pretty. Anyways, that's why I post a lot about like mental health and just things that like this, the silliest little things that I know that I'm probably not the only one struggling with, and I just want someone else to feel like, okay, I'm not alone, you know what I mean? And I think it helps. Like, there's so much behind the life that I live. It's not all. I just texted someone on YouTube because I took a screenshot. I'm going to share it because I was so excited to read that message. Someone had messaged on the interview that I did with Marcella, and they said that they've been just like binge watching and loving the content, everything that I've been posting, and that they've been in this, I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember exactly, but they were saying that they've been in this like kind of corporate job and miserable and not happy, but they have these artistic gifts that they want to share with the world and have been so hesitant to do that. But she said, like, watching me live my life and be so happy and enjoying all the stuff that I'm doing, it encouraged her to make a change and make a shift and really go for what she wants. And I was telling her, I was like, listen, like, I'm so excited for her and I'm so proud, and like that makes me so happy, but at the same time, like, it isn't all glitter and rainbows and butterflies, you know what I mean? It's there's a lot that goes on even today. Like I was struggling with some differences of opinions, between others and in the field and working with other artists, and then just doing your own thing. People have opinions about you, what you do and what you don't do, and there's just a lot behind everything. That's all of us, right? But man, I'm gonna tell you one thing, it's been worth it. Like I absolutely love what I do. It's so easy to just grab fast food when you're busy out. Yes. The one thing I will say, when I go out of town, that's kind of like my splurge. Like if I book stuff out of town, I will allow myself to eat out and eat on the road, but only so much. Like I will still pack fruits, and I'm using eyeshadows now. I will still pack fruits and things. That way I'm not like eating chicken nuggets and french fries and an ice cream and candy and all this stuff, right? So if I want something, or I pack a lot of water and try to make sure that I'll have my coffee, but I'm not gonna have like a bunch of soda, you know what I mean? So I try to, whereas before I used to just like fill my car with all the things that I ever wanted. I said, okay, I'm gonna splurge, and I would just like eat myself into a diabetic coma on the road, because I would eat so much that I could not even make it home, and I would tell myself, oh, I'm eating to stay awake. No, I was eating to just like comfort, and I was just eating just to eat. And maybe if I was tired, I was eating thinking it was like keeping me busy and keeping me up, but it wasn't giving me any energy. It was taking it all away. So now I'm just like, if I'm tired, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna pull over at a truck stop and go to bed and take a little nap and then get back on the road, because candy and all of that is not going to give me energy to keep going, you know what I mean? But it was such a big mind set change, like to even do that, like, and not just even changing your mindset, but just like the way that I saw myself. I had to change the love that I had for me to allow myself to understand that I deserve better than what I was giving myself, if that makes sense. Hey Jenny, hi sunshine. I really have had to learn to love myself properly, without any apologies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's been the hardest transition for me. That's what's taken me years and years and years to practice, is like setting boundaries and not feeling guilty for doing that. I still like have a hard time questioning if I did the right thing. Did I overreact? Because I've just had so many people in my life make me feel that way. But learning to love me more has helped make better choices, like all the way around. Hey, Very. But it's a constant, I'm not gonna lie, it's a constant battle that I would be lying if I said I didn't struggle with it. Mary was my best friend in high school, okay? And we used to play volleyball together, and we used to always like, bump set hit together. We were like the best duo when it came to that. Mary used to tell me if I would run the whole, because we would have to run like 2 or 3 miles, and I was big in high school too, and sometimes I had the energy to do it and sometimes I didn't, but she would tell me like, I'll give you $20 if you run the whole thing with me, or I'll buy you ice cream at lunch if you do this, if you do that. Like, she was so encouraging, and like she bribed me so much to do so many things. I sometimes think about that, like, oh man, if it came to that ice cream and that $20, I was gonna do it, Mary. that was motivating, girl. And we always ate a salad together at lunch, and we would shake it in our bowls. Oh my goodness, yeah. That's funny. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I think too, that's one thing that like I feel like I'm very proud of. Me and my husband are kind of shifting, because both of us, a lot of us, right, we're raised to, you know, food is comfort, and I think that's fine, and it's so good to enjoy food and to be able to, you know, go out and splurge and eat what you want and have a good time and all of that. But also at the same time, it's like not healthy to eat your feelings, you know, and overeat and feel like I must eat myself to sleep to feel better if I had a bad day. Like things like that is kind of like we both were raised to kind of feel that way. Like food will just fill you up when you feel empty emotionally, and that's not good. And I think like with, or you know, you just eat just to eat all day long, and just food brings you joy and the comfort, right? But with TT, with my daughter, we're really trying hard not to do that. And I love that because she, okay, I think I'm gonna mix, because man, my mustache is, I am sweating on my mustache. I think I'm just gonna wait till the end to try to fix it, because I don't want to keep patting it and messing it up. But I'll go over it now. Here, let me see. Hey Angie. But with Tiana, we don't, I intermittent fast, and I was telling my husband today, like I genuinely feel like she no longer asks for breakfast, and I'll make her breakfast and I'll make her food in the morning, but I don't eat, so then she's not eating, and it like I'm like, man, I hope we're not, you know, she needs to eat. I'll tell her you need to have energy, and she's like, well, you're not eating. It has been hard, but like Tiana eats when she's hungry. She doesn't eat like all the time. She doesn't like really ask for too much. She doesn't care for candy too much. She will eat it, but she's not a big like cookie and cake kid. She likes fruits. She likes things that like she can eat and then get back to doing what she was doing with energy. Like even at Christmas, we ate all that food, and then I was like, okay girl, we about to go run it off, let's go, we're gonna go work it out. And I got some videos, I haven't shared yet, but of us like running and doing these, we do the suicides in the parking lot where we go from one line to the next. And I was like, come on girl, let's run the food off. We got all the energy from the food, we're gonna run it off. And she's like, let's go. So she understands, you know, when she goes to the gym with us, she has this sense of what, like, to her it's not working out, like she's just truly enjoying doing healthy things and having those healthy habits, if that makes sense. I was gonna use the eyeshadow to do all these lines, but I think I'm gonna do the paints. I think I'm gonna paint it and then maybe go over the eyeshadow to shadow, because it's gonna take forever. Tiana's with her dad, by the way, at the car wash. I was like, take her so I can go live and hopefully finish this, but I don't know if I am. This is taking a long time. Where's the, okay, here. Any other face painters have like stacks of paint, and then you forget like where the one color is sometimes because you don't use it that much. I love this tag, royal blue, but I don't use it that much, so then when I need it, I'm like, oh, where is it? Okay. Anyways, my point was that I feel like we're trying to pass down a better mindset and a healthier mindset, you know what I mean? To Tiana, and I feel like I'm very proud that it feels like we're doing that, you know? Oh yeah, that's much better. And then I'll shadow it. Oh, that looks good, yeah. And we'll shadow it around. I wanted to go live. I used to go live like all the time, like every few days, but then once I had Tiana, it's kind of hard because now that she's home with me, I'm on my phone all the time. Before, I could drop her off at school, right, and then I would do everything I need to do on the phone, and I would pick her up, and I made it such a point to not be on my phone when she got home in the afternoon, so that she didn't feel like I was like always on my phone. So I did everything I need to do with social media and on my phone and stuff when she wasn't here. But now she's with me all the time, and it's like, Mom is always on her phone, but I have to work, and I don't think she understands that because she was so used to me not ever being on my phone. Okay, so Jenny said, how do you maintain drinking water? Girl, let me show you something. I have this little sippy cup that I try to fill up like 4 times a day, as well as like drinking other cups. In the morning, I will chug 2 cups of water before I allow myself to like have coffee or anything else, and then I drink that throughout the day. I think, like, I'm gonna be honest, the straw aspect, I remember going for coffee and meeting up with my friend because she gave me some henna to practice, and then was showing me some techniques with the henna and stuff, and she was like, girl, do you have a sippy cup? Oh, I hope that everybody else can hear me. Angie, oh, sorry, hi. Oh, you're driving up to Northern Cali. Girl, be careful. I was just talking about my traumatizing experience driving in California. But anyways, I feel like the straw thing helps me drink a lot more. Like, I get a lot more down. And so I think just like also drinking out of the stainless steel cups helps. Okay, we're gonna do some blue eyebrows. I used to have like the pregnancy cup that I would try to drink all day, but I didn't like the plastic, and I didn't like having to like put my mouth over it and drink it. I'm just being honest, like I think that the straw helps me drink a lot more. Hi, baby. You're back?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi. It's cooking different.
That's it's called an avatar. Avatar. Can you say avatar?
Avatar.
Good job. But
I'm not showing guitar.
also just like a mic. Huh?
I'm not showing guitar. I'm not showing guitar.
I can't understand you. Will you passy, mommy? Take your passy out so I can hear you.
I'm guitar too.
You want an avatar too?
Yeah.
See how much better you talk when you don't have your passy, girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. She just threw it. I just posted about her and her passy. People were saying, she needs to get rid of it. She doesn't have it all the time. She just came back from riding with her daddy. Usually when she's in the car, she has her passy. But like, if I tell her, okay, you're going to an event, if you want to do this, or if you want to ride your bike, or if you want to walk around the store, you can't have your passy. You gotta be a big girl. She just throw it away. So she doesn't have it all the time. And I think that's why she, doesn't have like a struggle with her speech and all that stuff that, the passy can cause. And she also hasn't been having it for that long again, when she started using it again. She's so cute. Thank you. Did you hear? She said, thank you.
Thank you.
They said you're so cute.
Thank you.
You're so beautiful. That's pretty. I feel like this one looks funny, but we're gonna fix it. Okay, let's see. I see what I did. Woo! Okay. Let's try to bring this in. I think too, because that one has the eyeshadow, I gotta fix the eyeshadow. She said, "You're welcome, mamita." That's one thing about Titi. She's very grateful. I'm very proud of her for that. She's a very grateful child. And I do make it a point to like never tell her, say thank you. I always tell her, what do you say? I want her to. I was reading this thing when I was pregnant about like, raising your kids and stuff. And it was saying that you should try to refrain from like telling them what to do. Instead, ask them questions so that they can give them a chance to make the good choices. Hello.
Hey. What's the car wash? Yeah, it looks so nice.
Yeah?
Off the top?
You was eating?
Huh?
You was eating?
Am I
Mom,
eating?
Yeah.
Mom,
why?
it's the doggy. Mom,
Ah.
It's the doggy.
A doggy?
Yes, it's
Well, thank God it was
the
night. Nobody saw it.
You said I look like an avatar? Alright.
Yeah.
The last time, what was I painted as? And you said I look like, oh my gosh.
What kind of characters you do?
He always gets it wrong. I think this is the first time he got it right.
You wasn't trying to look like K-pop on this one, huh?
No. It does look like the patterns. You didn't even watch that movie. I'm surprised you even thought of that.
I mean, y'all always watching.
We always watch.
So.
We've watched, okay. We've watched K-pop Demon Hunters about 72,000 times.
How could I not know?
I know. I just got a message.
This is the doggy. Oh, you got high dog. Oh, this is mine. Look.
Okay.
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 Just turn. Go look. Okay.
Okay, girl. That's another thing. I get a lot of.
What is this, Mama?
I get a lot of messages.
Mom.
You
Mom.
Huh?
I'm Mama. Favorite Mama.
Your snow. It's in that bag. You want it?
Yes.
Rachel was saying earlier she understands everything. Tiana says, like, I genuinely understand everything. My husband doesn't understand anything she's saying, and I don't understand that because I'm like, she's speaking so clear. She's just, I got her a snowman cookie earlier, so she was asking for a Christmas ready snowman. Right here. There you go, mommy. Good job, mama. You're welcome. Titi doesn't, hey Tanisha, Titi doesn't say Christmas. She will not say Christmas by itself. She says Christmas already. Because during Halloween, that was the first time she heard the word Christmas. My husband was like, they got the Christmas decorations up already? It's Christmas already? So now to her, every time she sees anything Christmas, she says Christmas already. Christmas ready. Like, it's so funny, and she will not say it by itself.
Mom, look.
Yeah.
Oh, down one.
Ooh, is it good?
Yeah.
Alright.
Look at the daddy.
Okay, baby.
Daddy.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to do a little, like a little, I'm gonna go back and put some eyeshadow to like fix it up a little bit so it's not so blatant lines. Okay, let's see.
Mom,
Yes.
this is the daddy.
Huh?
This is the daddy.
Okay.
Cat, no, no. No, no, go, cat. No. No, no, no.
She's talking to her stuffed unicorn. She talks. It has like, it's like a purse, and she walks it like a dog, but it's like for good. Ah! Oh my goodness. I don't know that I even know. Girl, I have watched Wicked so many. I can try. I have watched Wicked so many times, but I don't even know if I know the words. I could put it on here on YouTube and maybe sing along with it. Me and Titi sing all the time the Wicked songs. All the time. Titi knows the words.
Mommy, I want a cat.
I'll look it up. Just give me
Mom.
1 second.
I want a cat.
Huh?
I want a cat. I want a cat.
That's a cat?
Yeah.
That looks like a banana.
You're a cat.
all her little stuffed animals and stuff are, she pretends they're pets. And I keep telling my husband too, you know, we're never gonna have a dog. Like, they both want dogs and the pets, but I'm like, if y'all ever decide that y'all want to clean up after yourselves, then we could get a pet. Until then, I'm not cleaning up after one more being. No, thank you.
No, beautiful cat.
No, thank you. Okay, let me look it up and see if I can try. YouTube. Girl, asking me to sing a Wicked song. Gigi, you want to sing Wicked?
Yeah.
Yeah? Lyrics. Here we go. Okay. Okay, you gonna sing with me?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Okay, let's try it.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
Yeah. Okay. I don't even know if I know how this song goes. I can't even hear it. Sorry. I'm excited to come, Amanda. I'm excited. So, okay, don't be mad at me. If we were singing like, what's the other song? Probably any of the other songs, I would know it. But I don't know that I know this for good. Oh my gosh, I'm shocked because I feel like I thought I knew all the songs to Wicked, but now that I'm listening to it, I'm like, what? Wait, I don't know this. I don't know. That's true. But I know I'm who I am today because I knew. So yeah, I don't know this. I'll just play it. You always skip the first part? Okay. Because I don't even remember ever even hearing this. I've been changed for the better. Because I knew you. She's kicking the ball. Okay. Listen. Been changed for her. Yeah, I don't even think I've ever even heard that part. Okay, sing a different one. Okay, girl, I'm sweating my paint off right now because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know this. Okay, let me see. Today, don't kick me, mommy.
Okay.
I need a fan, I think. I got nervous. Okay, let me see. Me and Titi both are coming as Alphaba, by the way, to the party. Titi has a Alphaba dress, and she loves for me to paint her.
Okay.
Oh, you know what Titi likes? I know what song we could sing. Okay, hold on. What is the song when Alphaba is falling in love with, what's his name? Titi loves that song. Oh, I'm not that girl. Okay, let me find it. Woo. I'm sweating. Touch eyes meet. Oh. Eyes meet. Suddenly, I'll sleep when I get here. 'Cause I know I'm who I am today. Because I knew you. 'Cause 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 I knew you. 'C too far. You wanna wear it? To lose sight of who you are. Don't remember that rush of joy. He could be I'm not that wrong. So often we long to steal. Might have been, but that doesn't soften the ache we feel when reality sets the key. Lights smile, lively. She's who in some she went in. Go ahead with a gentle girl he chose. When heaven knows I'm not that bold. Wishing only you that I wasn't born for the rose and crown. There's a girl I know. He loves her it's okay. Okay, thank you. I'm surprised TT wasn't over here singing with me. She loves that part. She's like, oh, the Wicked Witch sad. That's what TT says. Oh, every time. The Wicked Witch sad. Which I think is so funny because she loves Alphaba. That's her favorite character. Which Addie, I think that's yours too, right? That's TT's favorite character, but she knows she's called the Wicked Witch. That's her favorite. Hey, Tony. Girl, let me tell you, I used your word sign for Christmas the whole season. I was like, I'm gonna use it until I make me a board with my pictures, my Christmas pictures. Never did it. I didn't have the time, nor did I make the time. Because we'll be honest, right? We have time for what we make time for, right? I didn't make time, and that word board carried me through this whole holiday season, girl. Thank you so much. It worked out great. And then I was able to do different kinds of snowmans depending on the kids and their patience, and different kind of gingerbreads, or like if they wanted it on their forehead or their cheek or whatever. I didn't have to do something so specific like a picture, So I love that. I love that so much. I really appreciate that you shared that. That helped me a lot. I did have these little pictures that I had printed from last year, but I'm very adamant about not doing the same things all the time, unless it's like a super busy event, then I'll use the same fast art. I'll switch out a few of them, but most of the time it's typically the same things, just so I can get through the lines quick. I hope you guys enjoyed the singing. I hope it wasn't too bad. I don't see anybody said anything. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I know Chichi's jingling over there. She got my Or if anybody wants to hear anything else that maybe I might know a lot better, I'll sing it. You guys can put the request in the comments. I'll sing whatever else.
Mom.
Huh?
What is it?
Oh my goodness, girl. You are getting into that banana. I got Tiana that banana that pulls because she rode with me to DFW, to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which is like almost 5 hours. Well, she rode me to Euless. That's where we went. And I was like, girl, pick out whatever you want. Oh, she's gone now again. She was like, okay, song's over. That's it. I'm dead. That's Betty. TT's such a trooper with riding with me out of town. I try not to take her too much if I don't have to, but then sometimes if we go like down to Wharton County, her godmother's there, so she'll visit. And she loves Ray. Oh my God, she loves Ray so much. She never wants to come back when she goes with Ray. I don't know what she'd be doing when she's with her. She loves her so much. She could never stay long enough when she goes with Miss Ray. So if I can take her to go visit her, I will. But those are long rides. Okay, I feel like I need to add like more darker blue. I feel like, and I don't know if I have. Eyeshadow's not coming out like I'd like it to. Huh?
Nana food.
Nana food? Nana on a stick? Is that Nana on a stick, girl? Okay, I know what I need to do. I need to contour. This is taking me. I'm so used to doing things so fast, and this is taking me a long time because I'm stopping and talking and stuff, and all the things. I feel like, let me hurry up and finish, but it's whatever. It's okay. You don't have to hurry, Brooke. You don't have to go fast. My nose is itchy. Oh, that looks super cool. Okay, now that the blue is like filling in, it looks so much better. I feel like. Okay, so I need to add a little bit more, like bring it in more, because I feel like that's gonna. Yep, that's what I need to do. Every now and then when I'm painting, like before I start, I kind of map out the kids' faces and like what I'm gonna do, so that way I don't try to take too long. But every now and then I'm like painting, and along the way I'm like, oh, you know what would look great, and I'll add to the kid's face if they're, you know, have the patience for it. I just posted that SpongeBob kid, and that's, boy, that video is blowing up on TikTok and YouTube and stuff. It did really well here on Facebook too, but man, it's got like hundreds of thousands of views and comments and stuff, and a lot of people were giving me advice on how to make it better, and I was like, homeboy was done. Like, he was so you know, sometimes like the kids, they want the full face, but they don't understand like how long it actually takes to get all that. And that one really wasn't that detailed, but it did take you, I think it took, you know, maybe like 5 minutes. But to a kid, that's a long time, you know, and he was at an event. So he wanted to go do all the other things, you know, he wanted to go play and at that one, that was at Fox and Tots, so they were making slime, and they had canvases that they can paint, and all the stuff. Him and my daughter were chasing each other around, getting all their energy out. So yeah, he wasn't trying to sit there that long to get face painted. Okay, let me ask you, androgen? How do you say it? How did I say it right either time? Androgen or androgen? That's pretty. Sugar, dun, 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 dun. You my candy girl. Okay, I think, let me do some lines down here, actually. to go on my. Okay, that looks much better. I think
Please,
I'm gonna
I want to go, Mom.
Where do you want to go, baby?
I want to go.
School?
Yeah, I want to play the party to go to school with my friends.
Well, you have to take your passy out so I can understand what you're asking.
I'm in the school with my friend in the party about to go to the party with my friends.
Okay, you want to go to the school so you could party with your friends.
Yeah!
Okay. First of all, it's nighttime, so we can't go anywhere. School's not open. And second of all, you're not going back to school yet. But she is so excited. Like, she hasn't been in school, but ever since she's been out of school, okay, hold on. She has been asking to go back, like, every so often. Plus, since she had her party, she was telling, I called Sparkle's face painting earlier to tell her thank you for the McDonald's kit, and Tiana was like, I want to invite her to my next party. She was saying, I'm going to have a princess party next, and there's going to be a prince, and she can come, and tell her to come party with me. So, ever since she had her mermaid party, she's ready to have another one. Oh, my baby. Dude, this looks so cool. It's starting to look really, really pretty with the blue coming in, like blending in. I like it. I'm gonna go back into, I have some like, I'm gonna use okay, I see it. I need like a little bit of highlighter or contour. I'm trying to feel like it's so blank in the middle, but I think maybe I need to bring the lines in more because her face is so thin that the lines don't look like they come in as much, but they really truly do. My face is so wide. Okay, so yes, baby.
Party.
There's no party to go to today, baby. Okay, that's better. Hey, Ashley. There's some days that we go to Chichi comes to a whole bunch of events with me, and she's happy that like I don't have work and we just get to stay home. And there's some days like right now where she's like, why are we not going to a party today? Like, why are you not at work? She doesn't understand. She's so used to going to stuff all the time with me. Kind of feels weird not working, not going. She's okay, that looks a little better. And then I think I'm gonna do one more right here. My husband is right, it does kind of look like the patterns. What's wrong, baby?
I'm not going with friends.
Baby, we're not going with friends today. Come here, mommy. You need a hug? It's okay. We're going to see friends. Tomorrow we'll go to the jump-in and you can play with friends. I promise.
Okay.
I will take you.
Okay.
Today, you see right now, it's nighttime. The moon is out. There's no parties to go to right now. Okay? So today, listen, today was just not a friend's day. But tomorrow I'll take you to the jump-in and you can play with your friends.
I'm going to friends.
No, it's okay. Listen, I want you to find a way to be happy with where you're at and what you're doing.
Okay.
And be grateful for all the times. And tomorrow we'll go. I promise I'll take you tomorrow. There's nowhere to go, baby. It's dark. It's nighttime. You need to go rest your head? Are you tired? Yeah. Okay. You want me to is the TV on or you want me to turn it on for you?
I want to go to sleep.
You want to lay down and watch the TV? Okay, come on. I'll put it on for you.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Oh no, I'm not happy.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. She's good now. Oh, okay, the nose is pink. So let me add a pink. We'll do this. This. Whew. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna mix. I think this is Superstar. They're kind of, and then this one's from. No, this is Superstar too. They're like more creamy and powdery. Hey Gloria. So I'm gonna use this for the nose. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay. And then the lip. Okay. I had these. I ordered this. I keep wanting to just stick my nail. It itches. The glitter itches. I ordered these. What was I saying? Oh, because I keep looking at her ears, and I ordered this fairy set because I'm going back on TV, on the on live TV for the. Oh my goodness, my baby. I may have to get off because she's crying. I don't know where my husband went. She's wanting me to hold her. You want to come sit out here with me? Anyways, I ordered these fairy wings in this like new fairy set with the old fairy dress that I have, and I wanted to, but I'm never gonna wear the ears, I don't think. So I thought about putting them on, painting them blue, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Okay, so let me do blue on the neck. I'm gonna do some braids in my hair, and I'm gonna paint it blue too, I think. So I'm gonna do like a. Do it straight. Make sure I don't. The last time I did a zebra, and I wasn't thinking, and I looked straight down after I painted the neck part. Paint got everywhere. And then I just put glitter over it. I always say that I don't make mistakes, I just put glitter over it. And I actually have merch out now on our Etsy shop. And I have had the apron ordered, sweater, shirts, and I'm seeing like face painters wearing them on the job, and it is the coolest feeling. I'm so glad people are enjoying them. They do really, really look cool. I think she's tired, love. She didn't take a nap today.
Oh, she's gonna sleep good tonight.
Yeah, I think she's tired. But I don't know where she put her. She had it.
Baby.
I don't know where you put it, Mommy. It was on the floor and then you picked it up and then I don't know where you put it. I don't see it anywhere. It's okay. You just gotta find it. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, baby.
It's okay. I don't know where you have it. I don't even remember what I was saying. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Mommy, you want me to come help you?
Yeah.
You need to go. What's wrong?
Oh, no, me.
Oh, you want me to hold you?
No. Oh, daddy.
Huh?
Oh, daddy.
You want daddy? Oh, daddy's inside.
I get it. I want to watch it. Help me.
Thank you, Jessie.
I want to go with my grandma, daddy.
Okay. You want me to hold your hand and go with you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Okay.
I want to hurt you.
You gonna hold me?
Yeah. Mama.
Oh. I don't know where you have your baby, Mommy. I'm trying to look for her baby. She's trying to look for it and I cannot find it. I'm saying come over. Wait, sorry. Tiana's tired. She's laying down. She's ready for bed. She has not, she didn't take a nap today, so I feel bad. But she's just tired. like I got a mustache. That's not light enough. Ooh. Here, let me just try to even it out. Shoot. We don't want to be an avatar with a mustache. I don't think any of the avatars had mustaches, did they? I don't think so. I need to go back over it with the paint. Hey Ashley. Hi Bianca. That's the only thing that's hard about, man, I'll be like all day with TT, right? Like all day, doing everything, like going way out the way, like being active, doing all the stuff. She would have been with me all day, and then the moment I'm gonna go do something by myself, woo, that what's it called, the separation anxiety is rough with TT. Sometimes she's, you know, she's happy to go with daddy and just spend time with daddy and chill out and stuff. But juice. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate it. I'm not complaining at all because I'm very grateful that she loves me so much and she wants to spend so much time. I'm very, very, man, that's the only thing that keeps me together sometimes, because boys, sometimes I'm like let me just say overwhelmed with like all the energy, right, from her. But I try really, really hard to not ever be ungrateful or speak like I'm ungrateful, because I wouldn't change having her for anything in the world. Like, you know, but it can be overwhelming sometimes. Like it's hard. We have to make sure we're okay, you know. We can't give what we don't have, so it's so important. It's one thing I always told myself, you know, I was gonna make sure that, I think it's good to, you know, put your kids, make sure that they're up in the forefront and, you know, do everything, but then it can't be like, this is just my opinion, like I just feel like it can't be all about that, like, because then at what point, you never want to lose yourself, you know, like giving yourself to someone else, even if it is your kids or your spouse or whatever. You always still have to make time for you and make sure you're okay. I've seen a lot of people like lose themselves and leave themselves out, and then they feel, I say this because I feel like I did it for a long time too, and then you feel depleted and you feel like, and then you feel mad at other people because they're not healing what you're expecting them to, but really it's no one else's responsibility to take care of you but you know. Yes, it's nice to get love from other people and to have that and be filled back up by others, you know, but it's no one's, it's not an obligation that we should expect, you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. It's nice, but I'm trying to see how her chest is. It's kind of hard to see the shadowing of it. I think, yeah, we'll just do a little, when the little dots go over it, it's gonna help, I think. I'm trying to make it look like I got like a, what's it called, the little like when you're skinny. When you're skinny and you can see those things. I don't have that. I'm trying to make it I'm trying to make it look like I have it. These things right here, like I could do it if I like push my, this, I never forget, like when I was bigger and I had first lost the weight and you could see that, I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, you can see my pelvic bone. I kept saying pelvic bone and it's your collarbone. I remember sharing a video on here and I was laughing so hard. That was so funny. Oh God. My brush got stuck. I was talking to Tiffany, the owner of Body Colors Cosmetics, and we were talking about like body art shows and stuff like that, and I was like, I don't think that's something that I would ever do. Like I never saw myself doing that, just because I don't know if I have like the vision, or I've never done it, so I don't know if I have like, I guess, the capability to do it. But I would love to try. Oh man, I think an avatar body painting would be incredible. That would be so cool. Just the blue in general is beautiful. With lots of glitter. Okay, I'm gonna go back and fill this pink in a little better to clean up the lines. I think this is the longest I've ever been on live trying to paint something. Maybe. I can hear my baby. She's going to sleep now. I think I might put some music on. I feel like I've been talking non-stop, but now I don't know what to talk about, and it feels like really quiet, so I think I might put some music on. Okay, I need to do... She has like chains, like chokers. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I think oh God, that was itching. Whew. I think I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna clean this stuff up with the eyeshadow, and then just do the white specks. Oh, you know what? I need to do my ears a little better too. Sure. I think it looks really, I think like the blue contacts is really making it, and then I'm gonna put the braids in there too. Again, I'm gonna clean. I know I'm like quadruple dipping in here, and it's in my ears, but I'm cleaning all this, wiping and sanitizing all my stuff because I have an event on Tuesday, so I'm cleaning my whole kit tonight before I put it up. And on this one, I'm gonna scrape out and fill with another thing, so I knew I was gonna do that before I started this. I was saying earlier that a lot of I don't have any really, I have just a few solid colors like blue, red, gold, and I think that's it. Everything else is split cakes, and I'll just use my brush to get the color that I'm looking for to use. Okay. So I don't have any solids, and I had a few months ago I had kind of cleaned out and scraped out all the paint that was almost done and put them together so that I could use just like the solid colors out of it. That's like a hot take with face painters and you know, your brushes and how you clean them, and double dipping and the sponges and all the different uses. There's so many different ways that you can be, you know, like a clean painter and still be quick and still, you know, sanitize and still be careful. But it is face painting. Like someone was saying, oh, you could just be passing the common cold to all the kids, and I'm like, if I'm painting a cheek, you know, I have a cup with water, I have a cup with soapy water, and I have a cup with the dirty water that I pour the murky water into. and then I use the whites to clean them. But the thing is, if I'm painting a cheek, right, and that kid has the cold, okay, they would have to have germs on their hand probably, right, from coughing or rubbing their nose and sneezing, and then touch their cheek where I painted, and then my brush touch it, and then I would have to put that brush onto another, or maybe say I get it into the water, right, and I use the same water technique, I guess, which I don't typically do, but say I do that, I would have to put it on another cheek, but it's not the paint or the brush or the germ that is going to pass the cold. The airborne droplets would have to come from the cheek, and that next kid would have to either touch that germ or that virus and then wipe their nose or their eye or their ear or put it in their mouth to transfer. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many scientific ways that these things happen. It's not just like, okay, I'm painting a kid with the cold, and then now I'm painting another kid with the same brush, and then they have the cold. Like, it's not really how it works. But I'm also not defending, like, not being clean or, you know, practicing the best ways to face paint. I'm just saying, there's a lot more to things that I think we don't have to worry about as much, but you still try to do the best you can, you know? Okay. I'm almost done, I think. This looks so cool. Okay. Sorry, but I need to, well, I'll just lift it up a little bit. There we go. Oh, this looks so cool. Oh my god, I'm itching so bad. Okay, so I need to, let's see. Where's this picture? Okay, it went away, so let me see. Okay, so now I also am gonna put some eyelashes. Oh, I have to look at my glue because I brought the eyelashes, and then I'm gonna put some highlight on. But I think I'm gonna use, I have this Rihanna Fenty highlighter, which I think was like $50. The only reason why I got it was because I had like $400 in credit of points at Ulta that I didn't know that I had, because no one ever told me. And so I literally bought stuff that I would never, I'm not saying that I would never, because this is something I always dreamed to have, always wanted, but I never really saw myself spending $50 on a highlighter. So when I found out I had all that money in points, I was like, that was the first thing I bought, was this Fenty highlighter. It's so pretty. So, but then TT smashed it and broke it. But I'm not gonna lie, like, because she smashed it and broke it, it actually like comes out a lot more potent, like if I rub it in, see. But if I use the brush and just was to wipe that how it was, it wouldn't come out as good. So she actually did me a little bit of a favor by breaking it, because it comes out a lot better. It's so pretty. I always say that all things are working for our good, even if it doesn't look like it or feel like it, or even if you can't see it. Oh, there's a song by Jonathan McReynolds. I'm pretty sure, and I've sang it before and played it before. Hey Don, hey Tassara. I love that name, by the way. I should put it on because it's so good. All things are working for good. Actually, I'm gonna put it on right now. I'm gonna do this. Oh man, that is bringing that out so pretty. Like, it's, oh my goodness, it's making the shadow like really, really come in with the highlighter there. I'm so excited. This looks so cool. I was not expecting it to like transform that way. Cheers. Woo. I'm gonna put some on the highlight here and the cheekbone. There we go. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. what do you guys use for like a highlighter? So I have this like, it's similar to this, but it's not this. It's a little bit poofier that I use for my highlighter brush, and I like it. I have other highlighters that I use often, but then sometimes if I really, really want like a crisp highlight, I'll just use my finger, or like when I do my mouth or my nose or like the inner corner of my eye. I'm about to do it. Oh, you know what? She has more like a animal. I might draw that in. I don't think I have any black eyeliner. I think I ran out. Well, I didn't run out, but the whole piece of it fell out, and I wasn't gonna pick it up and use it because it fell on the ground. So I don't have any more. I don't know. I think I might just leave it. I'm scared to put the face paint because if it gets, I've gotten face paint in my eye. Like, well, one time I tried to put it on my waterline. No, ma'am, don't do that. It did not. That burned so bad. I've gotten a little bit in my eye, like when I did like a sugar skull or something, and it was fine. But like to put it in your eye, don't do it. Don't put it on your waterline. Don't put. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but don't put face paint on your waterline because woo, that did not feel good. Thank you, Shelly. Ah, girl, yes, hire me. I do know some. I seen somebody. I can't remember. Oh, that piece fell. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't see that. Are they gonna make another Avatar movie? Probably. Like the other ones were so good, but I know it took them years, right, to do it. I think this looks good. I know a few face painters. Well, I don't know them personally, but just like following them that have worked on like movie sets and done face paint. Like I think I seen this one gentleman from Florida just post recently, and he was like he got hired through an agency, and then showed up and it was actual movie set. Like he didn't even know that he was doing a movie. Face painting for a movie, but then when he showed up, it was a face painting. I was like, man, please let that kind of surprise find me. Like, let that find me, please, because that would be amazing. I'd be freaking out. That'd be so funny. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is coming out really, really cool. Try and take my time. I'm gonna put the eyelashes. I gotta put some mascara. I'm gonna go grab it in just a second, and then I need to do the white dots everywhere because I think that is gonna truly, oh my gosh, this looks so cool. You know what? Let me do the little braids real quick before I run off and go get that stuff. I'm glad TT went to sleep because I don't hear her at all. I knew she was gonna fall right asleep. I could hear it in her voice. She was tired. And the only thing is, I don't have any little rubber bands to put. I need to buy a little pack. I had so many of those little rubber bands. I had bags full of them, and then in the drawers where our hair stuff is, and then we have these little like containers in the bathroom that we have toothpick, floss, Q-tips, and then the rubber bands. But then TT had threw them in the sink, and they got all in the sink, man. And I'm still trying to get the sink to go down. Oh, it'll be fine. Let me do one long one and one short one, and then it'll be good. Anyway, so I was like, I threw them all away because I was so frustrated with her always going in the little rubber band bags and making such a mess. And those things are hard to clean up. And then I was just ending up throwing them away because they were on the floor. And I was like, you know what? When I did some spring cleaning in the fall a few months ago and just threw everything away. But now we don't have any. My husband was looking for some the other day for his hair because he has plaits in his hair. And he was like, where are all of, we had so many. I was like, yeah, I think I threw them all away. I forgot. I'm so sad you don't live closer. Violet from Willy Wonka. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. I love that. I bet you that was fun. You should put a picture. Share a picture. Let me see it. I bet you that was so fun to be. She was like the most annoying character. But pretty funny though. Like funny to play. But yeah, oh my goodness. I feel like they got... I love the Willy Wonka with Johnny Depp, honestly. I like the old one too, but I love how they got like the different personalities of kids. Oh my gosh. Kids are something else. I'm gonna put one more long one here, and then I'm gonna go get a glue for my eyelashes. And oh, I was gonna sing the song. Oh, I gotta put the white dots. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of all the things I need to do, and I'm forgetting. I need to put the white dots, and I'm gonna put the eyelashes on. I don't know if I'm gonna do the liner in the middle. I feel like I need to. I'm gonna try to just do a quick little, like a tiger eye looking kind of on the inside. I have the blue liner on the out, or maybe I should do it with the blue or black. Hers are black. I'll do the black. Okay. Oh man, that makes such a huge difference. Look at that. Okay. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay. My next question is, should I paint this blue? Should I paint my hair blue? Or just leave it brown? So that my blue ears can kind of stick out. Or should I do my blue ears a little darker with the dark? Maybe I should put you know what? I'm going to add a little bit of the dark eyeshadow to the ears. Yeah, I'm not going to paint my hair blue because I'm going to try to... Yep. Let's bring these out a little bit more. That way my ears show a little bit better. Oh, that's... Girl! Dang, girl. This was fun. I feel like I used to have so much time to do a lot of these things. Oh my gosh, do y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember, last year I went live every day in October, and some days I was even crying because I was so exhausted because I was so busy, but I was like adamant about doing the 31 days of Halloween. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it brown. That way my ears stick out better. Plus I think it looks more like the avatar. That's so cool. But like there's no way I would be able to do that now. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more, like kind of shadow this. I feel like it's faded with all my blinking a little bit. There we go. And then let me go back through and add okay, I know. Let me stop. Collaborate and listen to something. Let me find a little thin brush. Here, we can use... I have this paint pal. Okay, no, this is from Mayron that I have not used yet. But look how tiny that thing is. Ooh, this is a Mayron #2 brush. I want to do the other one. I love the paint on her, the bad one in the new avatar. Okay, I haven't seen... How many avatars? Okay, I've seen the first one and I've seen the second one where they ended up like on the other... Was it with their kids, right? Is there a third one that I don't know about? Oh, is that the Airbender one? Is that the one my husband was... So my husband was trying to put on Avatar the other day. And I was like, we already watched that. I don't want to watch the same... Let's watch something new. But maybe he was trying to show me the third one. Is there a third Avatar? Maybe that's what he was trying to show. Oh, if so, I feel really bad. Because I was like, I don't want to watch Avatar again. We already seen it. Yes, the fire one. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, I'm going to go inside after I'm done. And I'm going to tell him, let's watch let's watch the Avatar movie, because now I feel bad, because I was telling him no, and I should have watched. Oh, my husband. Okay, ready? Woo! Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm trying to get as close to that line without like going in my eye. Dude, that looks, what a huge difference. Okay, I gotta darken it up though. I gotta get darken it up. Oh, it's in theaters. Okay. Man, I didn't even realize there was one in theaters. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna, since this I did this, I'm gonna bring it here. And when I put my lashes on, I feel like that's gonna fill that in, so you don't have to worry too much. Okay. So maybe I'm using the wrong. Let me use my Wolf Brothers black. Let me see if that works. Because I'm using this. I don't know what black that is, but I feel like it's not coming out as dark as I would like it to be. I don't even know. I was using a black from one of my split kits. Such a good mommy. Thank you. I feel really bad because Titi was crying for me to go with her. But she was just tired. She wants me to hold her. Like even if I get up, we co-sleep. I'm scared that's I don't know if that's black paint or like a black. I don't know what that is, and I'm scared to rub it. Okay, let me try to. Okay, yeah, it's black paint. I can get it off. That's gonna drive me crazy. Oh, you know what? I'll just put a white dot over it because I'm gonna put the white. She needs me like to lay with her to go to sleep, but obviously I'm not always here, so she's fine if I'm not here. My husband's like, just go, it's worse when you're in here. I'm like, oh my gosh. But we were literally together all day today. Like, we did everything today. Woo, did it. Okay, that's cool. Then, I'm going to take this and just blend it down. Yeah, that looks pretty. And then I'm gonna put the lashes, and that'll bring that out. Taylor, I know you're sending me the pictures of your violet, so I will look as soon as I'm done. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can do this other side. I know the Wicked, the second part on the 29th, so tomorrow it's coming out, like, available. I know, I've seen the messages coming up there. I'll look in just a second. I'm about to buy that sucker because we bought the first one and we watched it. We still, my TT just asked to watch Wicked, like, was it yesterday or the day before? And I was surprised. I was like, girl, we still watch it all the time. So that was a good $30 spent. So I'm definitely buying. I didn't get to make it to the movies. My husband was trying to tell me, I think last weekend, the day before TT's birthday party, because I was pretty much crashing out, to be honest. I called him and I was like, I need, oh no, I got it in my water line. I was like, I need a break, I need a day. I was just having a really hard time because I was so busy with work, and TT was coming with me every day. Oh man, I could feel it in my eye. And he was like, go watch the Wicked movie. I know you want to see it. You know, take a break before we have this. And I was like, yeah, there ain't no way. That's going to just stress me out more, because I wanted to prepare the house and, you know, get everything ready and stuff. And then he ended up going on call to work. Because he drives for an oil field supply company during the week, but then he also is on call like every 3 weeks, I think. I gotta make this bigger because don't you hate when that happens, when you have like the perfect eyeliner and then you make the other one a little bigger, so then you gotta make the last one bigger, and then you end up with like a thick old line. I hate that. Yeah, this side did not come out as well as the other side. It's cool though. Okay, let's try to just go across. Okay. I think it's cool. That's cool. Okay, let me brush this out. Oh no, it got my wrinkles. That's okay. Okay. And then when I put the eyeliner, Terrible, I haven't seen any of the Wicked movies. You haven't seen any of the Wicked movies? Oh, what have you been doing with your life? They're so good. There's only two. There's only one technically, and then okay, I'm just gonna leave it because when I put the eyelashes on, you're not gonna be able to see it. Anyways, there's only one whole Wicked movie, but there's two parts to it. So, okay, I think that's it. Other than the lashes, and then I need to I do have some white like liner I might put in my whatever. So now let me put the white dots on everything. So I have a white paint that I use like for most events, which is this one. I think it's Wolf Brothers, because I accidentally ordered it, which I use Wolf Brothers or Diamond FX, white and black. But then I have these other ones that are almost empty, so if it's a silk, I put all the white together, like because I go through them so fast, and I'll just stick them in this bottom one. So when I'm practicing on myself or on TT, like for videos, content, or if I'm at a slow event, I'll use this. I really need to just scrape this one out and put it in here. But I'll use this for times like this because it looks just insane. So I try not to pull it out for work too much. But that's a lot of paint. Like you could get a lot out of that. Like if you're a face painter, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? Okay. These are just a bunch of little whites that so I don't want to, anyways, my point is I don't like to waste the paint, just because in the past I would just like throw it away because I'm like, oh, I can't get it out of the corners. But now, you know, once you start working a whole lot and you're buying a whole lot more stuff, it's like you gotta make sure that what you're investing in goes a long way. I'm fairly certain that these are $45. Like with tax, they're like $48 for this container. I'm fairly certain that that's what I paid. So a lot of the face paints, a lot of my split cakes are, you know, $20 to $30 each. And I have, if you've seen my kit, I have a ton of them. I mean, sometimes I get some for like 15 or 17, but man, when you're buying all these things, it adds up. If you're buying the good stuff, you know, which I try my best to Not try my best. I do. I buy the good stuff. Just to make it a mommy-daddy movie date. Yes! Oh, she's 5. Listen, my daughter's just turned 3. She loves Wicked so much. The only thing I will say is that I did have a lot of parents say, excuse me, that their kids, like, were scared of, like, I guess Alphaba and then the monkeys and just the different things, like the animals. It's not all, like, you know, obviously it's not like positive, all of it. So if your kid's pretty good with good and evil, she'll love it, I think. Which TT, I think she's been exposed to so much. And what they always say, the funny thing about TT is she's always like, even when she was little, like her favorite movie was Mario Brothers. Bowser was her favorite character. That every movie ever, I think her favorite. Even she loves the Grinch. She's really not into Santa and Christmas and stuff, but she loves, every year we watch the Grinch so much. She thinks he's the funniest thing. What other movie? Even she was into Ladybug, in Cat Noir Memoirs, that cartoon. She thought Hawk Moth was so funny until my husband dressed up as him, and then she was like terrified. She was like, no. And he didn't even really, he wore the Hawk Moth shirt and then had the mask. So my daughter is a horror buff. Oh, she would love it then. My husband's been pretty, like, I've had to let go a little bit, because I think, you know, they're little, as long as it's like not I don't even want to say it, but like, I guess like bloody murder scenes and stuff like that, because a lot of people like to watch scary stuff, right? But with her, TT, she loves Halloween. She just absolutely loves Halloween. So she likes to watch zombies and ghosts and vampires and different things. But she's watching like the toddler kid shows. And my husband's like, you gotta be very mindful of what we're feeding them, like, and letting her watch. And if she's not afraid of it, then that's like, you know, that's concerning, because she should be afraid of these things. And it's like, well, no, I mean, they're toddler. They're teaching them to count, and they're teaching them colors, like, through all the vampires and things. But then I'm like, you know what? Also, if she doesn't know that this is not good and this is good, I guess, you know, I understand where he's coming from in that sense, because you still want them to have a feeling of like, okay, this is something that I want to be around, and this is something I don't want to be around. You know what I mean? So as long as they know that, it's a good thing. But if not, then yeah, I guess you can kind of, conscious wise, you want them to know, okay, this is something it might be funny to watch, but I definitely don't want to do myself, you know, or like be around or feel too comfortable in, because then it's like, I get where he's coming from too. But I think we all know our kids. Everybody's so different, you know. And you gotta just pay attention and see what direction they're headed in and move accordingly, right? She falls asleep pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. She was just tired.
All of that noise is she wants you to come and cool her.
I know.
So.
I know. Does this not look?
That really look legit.
It looks so cool, right?
Yeah.
I just fast forward. Yeah, we did the same. Listen, my husband wanted to go watch, what was that vampire movie we watched?
Vampire movie.
Yes, the vampire movie. You were hell bent on wanting to watch that movie.
I remember.
Yes, you do, with the brothers.
Oh, you mean in that? That I can't remember what it was.
Oh man.
But it was there's the one guy, but then
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
He played the two brothers in it.
Yeah.
What was that movie? It was like a really big hit, but it was definitely an adult movie. And my husband wanted to take Tiana, and I had to call the movies ahead of time because it said no little kids could go. And they were like, as long as she's not crying, like, but if she starts crying, you have to take her out. I said, okay. She never cried, never like was bothered by anything, never scared. She laughed at the vampires and all the stuff. The only time she cried was when he was trying to cover her eyes because there was adult scenes. And she wanted to see.
No. No.
She didn't know what she was looking at, but she just didn't want him covering her eyes. So I was like, take her out. He was like, no. I said, she can't. You just take her out.
No,
But we went to go watch it with her, and I was telling people, and they were like, oh, The Sinners. Yes, that's what the movie is, The Sinners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took Tiana to watch it. He really wanted to go watch it, and I was like, okay, yeah, we can't do this.
It was a good movie.
It was such a good movie, and she did really well, but yeah. I told him, if we ever do this again, you gotta be taking her out. Because the way she was fighting him to try to watch, she sat through the whole thing too. She's always done really... The first movie we took her to watch was Willy Wonka. Remember?
Yeah.
She was a baby. I don't even think she was 1 years old yet. She sat through that whole... When I tell y'all she didn't fall asleep or nothing, she sat through that whole movie. Right, Dominic?
Yeah.
And she just was...
Normally does.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
be the one who's sleeping.
Both of us take turns dozing off. But she sat there so, like, she loves music, so I think that's probably, in that one, she really liked the music. And so she sat. But we've never had really any trouble with her taking her to the movies. I'm so thankful. I don't remember what other movie we went to go watch. We've been to quite a few. It's a good date night that we... There's some really good theaters here. Local ones where you can, like... My husband likes to drink. And then you can order, you know, like full-on meals. And they'll come and bring it to you. You don't have to get up. You can just push the button. Or you order on the app and they come bring it. And if you need anything, you just push the button and they'll come. So we go all out when we go to the movies. It's really nice. And we've never, you know, honestly, like, we always just... I'm like, if we go, we're gonna buy what's there. Like, we're gonna spend the money. Like, I don't want to sneak a bunch of stuff in or whatever. Kind of grew up doing that, which is fine. Nothing wrong. You know, you do the best you can. The only thing I will say is because most movie theaters only sell Dasani, and my husband's like very adamant about not drinking Dasani water because of just like the test and the different things. So we usually will bring Tiana's cups like with water. But we still order all the food. Like, I usually get an icy and popcorn and stuff. So, and then we just bring our own water. That's kind of our like agreement. Even when we were dating, we made a kind of a pact. Like, if we're going somewhere, if we're doing something, we're gonna make sure that we could spend what we could spend, and we can, thank you, Janie, that we could, spend what we could spend, that we can enjoy ourselves and not have to be like, how much is that? Like, we work really, really hard. So if we do go, it's like, we're just gonna get what we want. Obviously we're not gonna spend like hundreds and thousands of dollars or anything like that, and we usually don't. But also don't want to feel like, oh, if we're gonna work so hard, we want to play just as hard, like we want to enjoy ourselves just as much. So that was something we always said, that okay, we're gonna save, we're gonna put up, so that way when we do go, we just get to have a good time. And we do that. We genuinely do that. It's funny because this hand that I have the brush in is not twitching or anything, but this one with the mirror, I keep going, I keep twitching. Oh my gosh, this is looking incredible. I feel like I'm a galaxy. That's why I wear this dress, because I'm like, it kind of looks like a galaxy. Hi, Sonia. The last one we tried to go see was 2020 Jungle Cruise. You got 2 free tickets because chasing her around. Oh. I love the Jungle Cruise movies. I like The Rock. All the movies he is in is pretty cool. I keep seeing the previews to like Moana. I don't really know what's real and what's not. Like, AI is so crazy, right? I was seeing for a while too the Elemental like remake, because they didn't realize how popular it was actually going to be, and they didn't like make a big deal out of it, and then it became like the #1 watched movie on Disney. So now they're making like a sequel with them having a baby and stuff. And I think, but there were so many different AI versions of the sequel. I don't know what's real and what's not. So I did see that they were trying to make it like steam, because on Elemental, Ember is fire and then Wade is water. So to me that makes the most sense for them to have a steam baby. But I really, really hope they come out with the sequel. Like, and really, I did see that Disney released a statement that they were going to. I really been looking forward to that, because I love Elemental. Sonia, thank you so much. Titi, she's sleeping. She's doing good. She was a little upset earlier because she wanted me to go lay down with her. And then she was asking to be an avatar too. I think that's why she was upset, because I think I was taking a little longer. And I could see it in her. I would have painted her, but I could see it in her face. She was tired. She didn't take a nap today. I could see it in her eyes. And as soon as he said as soon as he laid her down in the bed, she fell asleep. So she was tired. I would have loved to have painted her blue too. That would have been cool. I'm so excited. This looks so cool. I don't even know how long I've been on live. Probably for a long time, right? I don't even know where you can see how long you've been on. I feel like I've been on here for a long time. This is nice though. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking I'm poking it and I'm not. That's the only thing about doing dots. Is like, you gotta know your pressure. But doing it on yourself is a little bit more difficult than doing it on someone else's face or body. For sure. Elemental is such a good movie. I finally watched it on my Rosie could tell me. Oh my gosh, it is. It's so good. I love seeing your profile picture pop up, Jamie, by the way. Oh my gosh. All the stuff from your the quinceañera was so special. Girl, you look incredible in your dress. I was like, ooh, girl. Mamacita. you looked amazing. Oh my gosh. That was so cool. I was so happy for you, because I know that was a lot building up, to get that done. And then all the things that happened, that felt like a setback. What do they say? It's not a setback, it's a setup for a comeback. But yeah, Titi, she loved Elemental when she was a baby. Lord have mercy. And she still, when she hears the song, you and I, we are together. She still gets excited. Okay, I'm doing these too big, I think. No, it looks fine. Because then, like, from afar you can see it. I feel like it's big to me, close, but then from afar you can see it a little bit better. I said I was going to sing, too. I sang a Wicked earlier, and then I mentioned I was going to sing another song, but I haven't. Because this is getting me. This face paint today this is one of the most detailed things I've done. I usually do like super quick stuff. even on like when I do content videos and things, they're pretty quick. I don't take a long time on things, but this is fun. I like doing this. I think I'm having a good time. I was gonna go with the plain dress and then opted for a mama bikini. Girl, yes, as you should. Well, plus I feel like you went with your daughter really well too. You know what I mean? Like you matched, but she was still the star, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You definitely look like the mom of the key figure, girl. I love it. Plus, I think it's important, like, I remember this girl that used to be my first best friend, when she had a baby pretty young. And when she had the baby, I bought her a gift for the first birthday, because I was like, this is the day that you gave birth. Like, this, you should be so proud, you know, you deserve some recognition too. And she was like, she just kind of thought it was weird. And I felt so awkward, like, but in my mind I'm thinking like, this is also the mom's day, you know. You don't want to do it so much so that you take away from your kids, because it's their day, right? But at the same time, like, you're the strength behind it, the reason behind it. Like, obviously our husbands and the father is too, but there's something about the nurturing mom that I feel like deserves to be seen. Do you know what I mean? On days like that. Like I said, not so much so that you make it about you. When, oh my gosh, one thing, I watch a lot of like the AITA like Reddit stories on YouTube. Oh my gosh, the mother-in-law and things like that, or the ones that like try to hug their sons before the kid's mom or the wife hugs their sons at like baby gender reveals and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Or they try to take over and make it about themselves. It's like, oh please, like, let go a little bit. So stuff like that I don't agree with. I think they take it too far. But I also think it's important to, you know, shine, girl, shine. Okay, I think this is the last part. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go get eyelashes. You don't want to do too much either. You were perfect, I think. To me, you look perfect. Perfect. I think it was great. I wanted to stand out a little too good. As you should, girl. As you should. Okay, I'm trying to look. I think this is good. What do you got? What do you think? I think this is good. And then I don't know if I should put some glitter, like the chunky glitter. I'm gonna go get my eyelashes because I feel like that's gonna really bring this. I wish this part I didn't do the black liner so thick, but I can't. I'm scared to try to fix it. I feel like when I put the eyelashes, it's gonna fix it. But I don't know if I should put like some sparkly glitter, like, because I have this color. And I think that would look really cool. But I don't know. Any advice? Should I add chunky glitter? What do you guys think? Yes? Add the glitter? And then the whole point of me doing this was to like review the McDonald's Grinch box. Well, I know them fries are so cold by now. Okay, so I should add glitter. I'm so nervous to add it. So I think I'm gonna add some. But then I don't know if this one will go over the paint too. I think it will. Let me see. I can practice to right here. Maybe I might just add a little where the highlight goes. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little of this light blue. Oh yes, girl. That's pretty. Oh my goodness, that's really pretty. Okay. Thank you. It also kind of looks like the white dots too. Oh, whoo, girl. I kind of like my blue eyebrows, right? I was saying earlier that I'm gonna be on TV and I'm gonna be a fairy for live TV this time. And I was thinking, like, man, I got green. I ordered I have so many fairy wings, but I ordered me some green ones because they're big, and like a green crown and green necklace that came together. I get most of everything from Amazon. And then I got the dress. I think I got the dress from Amazon too. It was my birthday dress from the year before. And I think I'm gonna do like green brows and do like a green fairy makeup look, I think. Because I like the way this looks. I like the way the color looks and I was looking, because Chichi kept asking for, Lily did a Grinch mermaid zombie face paint for her birthday, and she's been asking for a mermaid zombie face paint. I don't know if I should do it. Oh, I'm so nervous. I think I'm just gonna do it like here. I don't think I'm gonna do it down the middle. I don't know. I don't want to regret it. You know what? Let me just do it. Or maybe I'll just like that. Yeah, just a little bit. And I was like, man, so I think when I do my mermaid looks too, I'm gonna put the color on my eyebrows as well, because I think it would be pretty. I'm just gonna bring it around through here. Yeah, okay. Just a little bit. I don't need that much. And then I'm gonna put some down here. Just to have. I'm glad that this is going over. This is like a local like kids spa. They sell glitters. They make their own glitters and sell them, and I love them so much. I use this dark blue for boys stuff, or just blue girl stuff too. But I think it just depends on if the paint is wet still too, like if it's dry, it usually does pretty well, but I'm always nervous because sometimes you never know if a spot is wet and then it just smears, and you can kind of fix it, but I'm just always nervous to put it over the paint. But this is working really well. Okay. I was trying to figure out like a schedule of how I could, like I was saying, it's just so hard. Like I had a lot of people tell me to go live on TikTok, because I've been going live on other people's platforms but not my own, so then my followers can watch me while I'm live on other people's stuff. But it's so hard because even earlier Chichi was crying because she wanted me to go lay down with her. I feel like when she gets older and she's more where she doesn't want mommy, I don't know, but I don't want her to not want me. But maybe when she's older and she'll understand a little bit better, then I can go live, or while she's at school maybe or something. But right now, like, going live is just so hard to try to navigate, because I don't want to be on, like I always say, like, I do post a lot and I do try to come on and answer everybody and look at everything. I mean, even the other day I was looking back at the Christmas post from last year and realized I never even responded to the comments, and I feel so guilty about that. I try so hard to keep up, but I don't always do the best job, just because I don't like to be on my phone all the time. Or if I'm editing, I do it and I get off. If I post it and I get off. Sometimes I try to scroll and support my friends, or if I see it, the first few posts and things like that, like I'll like and comment and stuff just to help the algorithm. But I'm not on the internet so much, just because I don't want Tiana to feel like that's what she needs to do, is to be on the phone all the time, you know? And I know it makes her not feel good when I'm on the phone all the time. So thank you, baby. Shelly, you screenshotted some? Oh, here we go. You know I'm about to take pictures and I'm about to do some TikToks. And I'm going to do the food review on the Grinch. This is the Grinch box. I almost cried when I oh, you know what? I have these. Oh, I need to put eyelashes. I had these I was gonna add, but I don't think I think it's perfect the way it is. I don't think I'm gonna add these. my husband is hitting the heart button. So thank you, baby. I was gonna add these just because I had them. They're like little butterflies, but I don't think so. I do have, nope, because then I'll be sitting here all night. I was like, I have little charms that I could add, like little gems, but no. Girl, it's good. Oh, I forgot I had pulled this out. I had got some like mermaid. This is the Chameleon Pearl series, and I feel like it's more purple, but I think it comes out purple blue. I have bought some, oh Lord forgive me because I can't remember the company name, but I have bought 3 different little shadow body like glitters shadows from when I went to Ace, and I wanted to buy their whole eyeshadow palette so bad, but I had an amount that I was gonna spend, and I had to really like kind of hit it while I was there, so I didn't buy it. And then I wanted to buy it for Black Friday, but we were like, no, we're not gonna get anything, we're gonna hold back. Okay, so they're basically like, I thought I'm gonna buy them because when I'm a mermaid, woo, yeah, it's more purple. I thought this was the bluer one, but it's more purple. It turns blue and purple. It switches back and forth. So when I'm a mermaid, I can put these on the kids on their, I don't know, I still may put it on my eyeshadow. That would be so pretty. But it is more purple, but you can see it like turns blue and purple. I don't know if you can see it. Man, would that go pretty on here? I don't think it would be too purple. I'm gonna put it. Sonia, content creator, you should go for it. I mean, I don't think there's a big, I mean, I guess the difference is just, there's going to be ads sometimes, but if, whenever I switched over to content creator, I felt like I'm posting all the time anyways, people are watching anyways, like, I might as well earn an income, right? And then once you get so far, it opens the doors. Oh, by the way, okay, I'm going to let you guys know. Oh, there's a lard. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, I'm so glad I saw this on the table because I forgot that I pulled it out to put it on. I wish I could remember the company that it was from. Anyways, I did get approved to have, there's like links. I have a shop where you can buy videos. Like I will dress up as a character and then sing happy birthday. So you can buy a video. I think it's like a video. It's called a video. I don't know what it's, oh my gosh. I don't know what's in my shop. My mom, this is the menopause, okay? I'm blaming it. It's called a video telegram, okay? Where I sing happy birthday. So like sometimes, I can't make it to kids' parties or I'm booked or something, and I'm like, hey, if you want me to do a video for and sing to them, I have this available. So I have that on the Facebook, but now I got approved to have links to all like the stuff that I wear or the stuff that I buy or like face paints that I use and stuff. I need to go on there and add everything. Like I just need to make an effort, like when I'm posting, because so many people ask like, where did I get this dress? Where did I get this costume? These accessories and stuff. Okay, that made such a big difference. I love that so much. So I need to just add all the links because I am an Amazon affiliate. So if you ever see Amazon links on my posts, that's an affiliate. And if you click on it and buy that product, or if you click on it and buy anything within that 24 hours, we get a commission from it. And it helps us because we use that money to invest back into our business. So if you've ever clicked on or just seen and maybe you didn't buy but you bought something else, thank you. But I also just got approved to do, I took a screenshot of that too. I just need to go and start getting links. I did get a link the other day for my fairy dress because someone asked for my fairy dress in my profile picture, came from. Hey, baby, you know my orange makeup bag from the bathroom? Can you please bring it to me? Because I just need eyelashes when I'm done. I got approved to be a Shein affiliate. So listen, I have been applying to that for like 4 years, and I always get denied because they say I don't have enough followers, I don't have enough views. Like, you really have to have like a certain amount to be an affiliate for a lot of different companies. But I'm now an Amazon affiliate, I am a Shein affiliate, and I'm a Craft to Go affiliate. So if you see those links, that's what those are. So yeah, just clicking on them, it will help support and keep me being able to share those links and get a little commission, and it supports our family. So thank you. Thank you, Charlize. Oh my gosh, I was just talking about being a fairy, because I'm if you don't know Charlize Martin, she is the most beautiful fairy, and she does these fairy letters for kids. And okay, hold on, because I'm gonna get this little white thing too. She does these fairy letters for kids, and her fairy costumes are so, like, her whole look, I feel like your whole essence is like fairy for sure. And I love watching it, I love seeing it, I love it so much. You should just go check it out because her content is funny too, and she's a face painter. I was saying that I think I'm wearing a green fairy dress. I'm going on live TV again in 2 weeks, and I'm doing I got a green fairy dress that I already have, but I ordered green fairy wings, and then I bought a green fairy crown and a green necklace, and then I'm gonna I think I'm gonna do green eyebrows and do like green fairy makeup, like, you know, like contour and around my face, like I think, and also wear, like, I got these little, I'm gonna use it to paint my model, Mercedes. I don't know if she's still here, but I know she was. So I think I'm gonna use like this, I don't know if you can see it, but it goes on the side of your eye right here. It's like a wing, and I have some that have mermaid tails, some have fairy wings and unicorns, hearts, like different kind of gems and stuff. But I'm going to use it to do a really fast design on my model, because they want me to do an adult model. I have hers right here. I'm going to use this black because she's going to wear black, so I'm going to use that on her with the black roses, and I'm just going to do those lines, you know, and glitter, like something super quick, just to show that adults can get painted, like, because usually I always just match. I'll tell the adults, like, they don't have to get a kitty thing from the board or the pictures. I can just match their outfit or whatever their favorite thing is. I can paint it and do something pretty around the eye. So that's usually what I do for adults. Green's your favorite color. I love green too, girl. I love it too. I think it's green and purple. Purple's my favorite, and I think green goes so well with purple. So I think I'm just gonna do something. I also have these butterfly tattoos that I saw somebody, I don't remember who it was years ago. I bought them years ago. It was like, you know, $4 on Amazon. And they cut them in half, and then they put the butterfly wings on the side of their eyes. And I was like, but I never have time to actually do that on people, because I'm usually like trying to paint really fast, you know. I'm using these, but they're not my favorites. But I save them for like when I'm doing just at home looks or like content looks, because they're I don't know, they bend weird, and when I'm trying to put them on for work, I'm like, oh, I get so irritated, so I don't use them. But I'm gonna use them now, so that way they don't go to waste. We were actually selling eyelashes on our Amazon storefront for years, and man, we were selling the heck out of them, because I love their, oh man, I can't remember what even the brand is called. I can't remember what the brand is. I still have a few, and I still buy them for myself, but we had to stop the Amazon storefront because so many people were selling so much stuff, and basically what happened was the companies started to have their own storefronts. So if you didn't have a contract directly, like as a wholesaler or a buyer from that company, then you couldn't sell anymore. So we were going to like Walmart, Dollar Tree, Home Depot and things, and finding things on sale and then reselling them on Amazon, right? Not for like a crazy price or anything like that, but that's how we made a profit. And so you can't do that anymore. At least we can't do that anymore. So we had to let all that go. We have like so much. We have so many cups, like sippy cups, kids toddler cups, which I gave a whole bunch to a few families this for Christmas to help, so that they could have cups. I got something in my eye. And then I've just been using the eyelashes for work and stuff, so I haven't had to buy eyelashes in a very long time. That looks pretty. That's such a big difference. Like, it looks like a filter. That's so cool. I love it. Okay. So they're really pretty, but they're just really hard to, I don't know. I don't like them too much. I try not to use them for work if I don't have to, but they're really pretty. And then we have, what else do we have left? Because I've sold a bunch of stuff. We had hats that I sold to a shop. The one thing we sold the most on Amazon was the LED lights. But you know what was happening? We took those down because we were selling an insane amount of them. Okay, we made a lot of money off them lights, okay? But then what was happening was people were using them, cutting them, and then saying they didn't work. But why would you can't, it's like you cutting a Christmas lights and then saying, oh, this half of it doesn't work. Like, oh my gosh. And then you could genuinely tell that person used them for whatever they were going to use them for, or for the holidays, they would buy them, use them, and then send them back and get their money back. So we started, and then not only do we would get paid from the sale, but then we would have to reimburse them for them returning them. Then we had to pay the shipping for them to be shipped back, and then we had to pay the Amazon inconvenience. So there was like all these fees. So we ended up not only not selling them, but getting stuff back that we couldn't reuse or resell, and then having to pay more for people to use the product and send it back. It was horrible. So we stopped doing that. But we still have maybe like 7 boxes left, I think. I think my husband wants to, I would really like to line my Craft and Go with some lights. The only thing is I gotta, which I have now, a battery pack to bring with me, because my tip jar is a light up box thing now, so I'll plug that in at night, like at night events or just for fun during the day. This looks so cool. Okay, I'm done. So maybe I might use one of the strips to line the Craft and Go. I keep looking at my paints because now it's getting cooler. I'm gonna have to really like wipe these because my paints are looking like they're like melting at this point. Let me show you. It does not look good. I'm like, dang, I need to probably put this, or close the case up and put it up inside. I hate that with the humidity. Like, even if it was hot earlier, I was sweating. If you were here earlier, I was like sweating my blue paint off. I'm gonna add some mascara to the fake lashes just to make them pop a little bit. Let me show you these paints. They're starting to sweat and it does not look good. I'm gonna have to wipe them. I mean, I gotta clean all this whole kit anyway before I put it up, but that sucks. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's making me nervous because I don't want anything to like actually drip out, but it genuinely looks like it's about to. I don't even know if you can tell, but they look like they're melting. Like they're not wet. They're just been sitting there, but the humidity is making them wet. And I guarantee you if I stick something in there, it's going to be like sticky. So I'm going to have to wipe them out so that they don't run out. And they're on magnets on the kit. So they will spill out if I keep leaving them. I gotta put it up. Okay, I'm done. This is so cool. Oh, somebody's walking by. Okay, I'm gonna rebraid this. All right, thank you so much, Taylor. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, this is actually like, I think this is genuinely the first time that I've done like a really, no, I'm lying, because me and my husband used to come on here and I used to paint both of us during the pandemic. We would do lives, and that was like the only income that we had. I'm gonna tell y'all something. So me and my husband met on Facebook in July 2019. We started dating. Okay, we decided to be a couple. He flew me out to the Bahamas every month for 4 months, and then he asked me to marry him. And then 2 months after that, 2 months after that, so it was November. And then in January, I sold the little bit of stuff that I had, because I was already like a minimalist. I was living out in this little like cottage in the country. So I didn't have much stuff. I had sold everything from the last apartment that I lived in. And so I moved with my husband, like each month, those 2 months, I took a little bit, like an extra suitcase to take stuff with me. And then I went with him. I had 3 suitcases. I moved completely to the Bahamas to marry him. We got married, and then 4 months later, a couple months, the pandemic started to hit. And then 4 months later, it was completely shut down. And so we had exhausted like both of our savings flying back and forth, because I went to him like 6 times, I think, or 5 times, and then he had came to Texas one time to do a wedding with me. Well, they actually paid for him to come do the videography and stuff. And so we had exhausted all our savings and all the money that we had. We had just started our life together, and then the pandemic hit, so we didn't have anything to back up. So we were literally running out of money. And thank goodness that the landlord where we were living gave us a free month of rent. But then we were like, okay, what are we gonna do for next month? We have to figure it out. So I sat down and wrote a book in 4 days, like nonstop, 24 hours, barely slept. I wrote a book, and he worked at a radio station, so his partner that he worked with did the coding and fix the sound and everything. I literally went in the closet of our bedroom and recorded the audio book for that book, and he fixed it all up so I could submit it. It was accepted. So on Amazon there's a paperback, ebook, and the audio book. And we came to Texas to do a book tour. We were only supposed to be here. I had ended up getting unemployment because I had put so many, even though I wasn't working there when the pandemic hit, like at the last place that I worked at before I left Texas, I had put so much over the years in my employment history that, you know, the rules were a little different during the pandemic, so they approved me to get unemployment. And with that first check, we took a leap of faith, and I was telling him, like, this is not going to be enough for us to be here, and I am not in Texas. Like, I can't apply to places, I can't go for interviews, like, this is not going to last. Like, so let's take this and let's make a trip back to Texas. Let's do a book tour. I have a good feeling. You know, at the time I had like so many people on social media like supporting us and following and everything, and it was such a dark time, and I wrote a very positive book. It's called Moments to Meditate. And so, like, how to change, each chapter was like something bad that happened, and I turned it into something positive. So we came back to Texas to do a book tour. We were only supposed to be here for 2 weeks, and then we ended up both catching COVID. We came with 2 suitcases. Mind you, I had just moved there with 3 suitcases a few months before that. So we came to Texas, both caught COVID. They wouldn't let me back into the country in the Bahamas because I wasn't a citizen. They just weren't allowing anybody into the country, and especially because we had COVID, so they were going to put him into quarantine. And he was like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not leaving you. So we stayed and started over and sold everything that I had just moved to the Bahamas with. So we came back with one suitcase each and started completely over again. But while we were in the Bahamas, before I got that unemployment, the only money that was coming in was me face painting live and Facebook putting donations. But in order for me to get the donations out, like the money out of my bank account, you have to have a minimum of $50. You could get 20, 40, 60, 80, right? But it was a $10 charge for me to get the money out. So it had to be like $51. So every time we earned up to $51, we would go get $40 out. And then we would buy a whole bunch of noodles. Sorry. I don't want to cry because this makeup is so pretty. But that's what we were doing, like, for a couple of months. And that was the only money that we had. We were rolling pennies. We were rolling dimes. We were rolling nickels. And we would go walking. And in the Bahamas, like, if you have an excess amount of fruit in your yard, like, people can go and pick it as long as they ask you for permission. It's kind of like a family island, just known thing. So we would go walking and we would go pick mangoes, and that's kind of like the food that we had. So we were eating a lot of potatoes, a lot of noodles, and just a lot of stuff. And mind you, like, during that time, I had a miscarriage also. So I was in so much pain. I gained like 40 pounds in like a month. It was just like a lot of stuff. And it was just not, we were just not in a good place, but we made it through that. Like, oof, we made it through all of that. And we've been together. We're going to be celebrating our 6-year wedding anniversary in a few weeks. We celebrated 6 years being together in August, but it was really hard. So like, going live kind of always gives me, there's like a lot of nostalgia behind it, because doing Facebook Live pulled us through like the toughest times, and we never really like shared how hard it was or how much we didn't have. We just kind of wanted to share love, because we know like everybody was going through something at that time, right? A lot of people were struggling. We were no different, but it just really does mean a lot that you guys are here and supporting us. So like, even if you're just liking or commenting and just anything, just watching, like, you don't know how much it means to me, like, just to have what we have today and to not be in that place where we're struggling and we can't provide, or we don't know where's our next, or do we need to go down the road to walk to buy our next meal, like, not to buy but to pick our next meal from someone else's yard. Woo. So yeah, come a long way. From struggling to slaying. I do have a book. Let me tell you guys, I have a book. I'll probably finish up with this story because I know I've been on here for a long time. I have a book that I have sectioned out. I have notes on. Some of the chapters are written, and it's like my pregnancy book. Sorry, I don't want this to run because I could feel myself crying. It's my pregnancy book, and it's like everything that happened in my pregnancy that I genuinely feel like was the reason why I had a stroke when I had Tiana. But it's like my pregnancy book, and it's like all the things kind of, so I'm just gonna be honest, like every week something insane happened. Like there was so much, I feel like I was being attacked, and I was so scared that Tiana was gonna come out like tormented or something, because I cried so much through my pregnancy. I was in so much fear, like I had so much stress. I was just like overwhelmed. I had overstimulated. It was just insane. I was so confused. I was working through trying to figure out how to set boundaries, and also thinking like, why am I putting up with so much of things that I know I would never tell my unborn child to put up with. And I would often talk to her like while she was in my belly. So I wrote this book, and I have it all laid out. It's in my computer. It's in this computer right here. But I haven't finished it because every time I come back to a chapter to finish, I am so traumatized by the things that I went through with family, with friends, with strangers. Like, it was just so much. Like I said, and then I feel like all of that led me to having a literal stroke where I literally almost lost my life. Like I couldn't speak. I was moving this arm. I thought in my mind I was lifting this arm, but this arm was lifting. Like everything was backwards. Because I stressed so much from everything that happened. So it's been hard for me to finish that. Like that was I was writing it while I was pregnant. And then when I was home after I had the stroke, I was adding to it because I literally couldn't go nowhere or do anything. Then I had a C-section infection, so I couldn't walk. I couldn't go anywhere other than to the hospital to get my C-section re-gauzed twice a week. That was so horrible. So I was sitting there trying to write, but I was just so like traumatized by all of it. Like I haven't finished it, but that would be the next book that I come out with. And I feel like I'm gaining the strength to really share the truths. I think a big part of me wanted to, for so long, protect the people that are in the book because I love them and respect them so much. But at this point, not that I would be retaliating or doing it with a vengeance or anything like that. If I continue on the thought process that I've had where I'm protecting the people that I love, it's also me protecting people who don't mean me well, people who don't have consideration for my feelings, people who have intentionally hurt me and wanted me to feel a certain type of way. So at some point I have to let go of trying to protect that and realize that there is a bigger possibility that my truths and my experience could help others not stay stuck in feeling pain and hurt and devalued and discouraged and just like not good enough, because that's what I've felt for a very long time. I'm only like getting teary-eyed, not because I feel that way still, but because I'm so proud of myself for having learned and worked so hard to move past that and to be where I am today. And I really want to share my stories to help other people do the same thing. And I feel like that love and protection is more honorable being put in the right place. Does that make sense? Not covering up the wrong things. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Just change the name so it's not illegal. You know what's crazy about that is that the only way that me sharing any of it would be a legal issue is if I was not telling the truth. Or like somebody could say, oh, you're defaming. But it's only defamatory if it's not the truth. And I have kept messages, and I also have like, there's one family member where I asked, can I share this in my book? Because I was writing the book, and they said yes. I still have those messages of them approving for me to share it. So I'm not even concerned about it being a legal issue. And I think that if I don't share who it is, it wouldn't make as much sense as if I did. You know what I'm saying? Or it wouldn't be as impactful or powerful if I was to just say, this chapter is about my mother, you know, or this chapter is about my sister or whatever. And I'm not going to obviously say that, but like, you know what I'm saying? It needs to be said. And I am not concerned whatsoever for sharing any of it, because it's all, I have so much documentation that I have saved to back up every part of what I experienced and what happened while I was pregnant. And it's not just family, like I said, it's just so much stuff. Like, jeez, I've wanted to like share a bunch of the stories because I often think of them, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait. Something in my spirit is like, just wait. When you get it together, at the time, you know, I try to listen to my spirit, to my soul. Like, if a lot of times I share something and it seems like it just happened, but maybe it would have happened like years ago or weeks ago or something like that. I try not to share things unless I can share it in a positive light, or like I'm on the other side of it where I can share it in an encouraging way. I try not to just like complain or vent or like angrily say things, even though sometimes I do, because I'm still in the heat of the moment, but I still try to share it in a way that's like, okay, let me share a lesson from this, you know, or let me share a good side of it or something. You know, I really try hard to do that. I'm not perfect, and I haven't always done that, but I do try really hard. So some of the things I'll share eventually, you know, but a lot of it's going to be in that book. So yeah, thank you guys again for being here. I had so much fun. I'm gonna do this review with the Grinch McDonald's thing, and then I'm gonna do a few TikToks. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I don't know how I'm gonna do the background and stuff. I'm gonna try to. Oh, maybe I can on TikTok. I can do like this looks so cool. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Ooh, look, you matched me with your blue sweater. Come be with me. Take a screenshot. Oh, that looks so cool. I like it. I was talking about how we struggled with the pandemic when we first got married, and how Facepaint and Live got us through it. Remember?
It's making it true. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
We made it happen. We made do whatever we had.
Yeah.
You know. What can I say?
God is good.
Yeah, all the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
Amen.
Yeah, you see.
And the church said amen. Okay, that's a good note to end on.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Bye.